You've got touchdowns from 4 different quarterbacks. So I thought tonight, ahead of this game against Colorado, we'll discuss who has the best touchdown ball, right? So you're an expert because you've caught them all. So I'll give you a name, and then you describe the throw. And let's start with Jaren Hall.
That was one of my favorite. That's my all-time favorite touchdown that I've had at BYU, just because it was my first ever game at LaVell Edwards Stadium. And Jaren trusting me as a young freshman coming in, and we had a good relationship, so it was awesome to be able to show it on the field. And, you know, that ball in the back of the end zone over the shoulder, little toe tap, was perfectly placed, couldn't have been any better. So.
What about Keaton Slovis's ball that he threw to you to beat Arkansas?
Yeah, that was a great ball as well. Yeah, he put it in the only place I could really get it, so that might top that one. Yeah, those two passes are up there. They're very similar in style with Keaton and Jaren, to where as we get to Jake and Bear, it's totally different. The way the ball comes in, the way they throw it, their arm motion. So it was fun to have those two and then switch it up kind of with Retzlaff and Bachmeier.
All right, well, let's switch it up.
Yeah.
Now you're in the end zone, and here comes a pass from Jake against Kansas State. What kind of ball is that?
Yeah, so Jake has this quicker release, right? You got to be ready at all times. So whether it's a slant, a little, you know, a deep route, like it's coming, and he's gonna time it up. He's gonna zip it, and he gets it where it needs to be. And it's a really good ball. It's not as tight of a spiral as would you say like Keaton and Jaren. They're more like the pro style, like get set, throw it. Whereas Jake's kind of either diving or throwing it with a different arm angle. So, but it gets into that perfect spot.
Okay, here comes Bear Bachmeier.
Yeah.
You got a touchdown against Portland State. It was a short throw, but it was a throw nonetheless.
Yeah.
How does he do it?
He's awesome. Yeah, I think very similar to Jake. He puts it in the right spot, and you got to be ready. It's coming out. It's coming out quick. He has this quicker arm motion that you got to be ready when the ball's coming, and it's going to zip in there. So I love Bear and the way he's playing right now and how he's been progressing each game.
Now, you could argue that you have the best touchdown pass.
Yeah, that's
right?
yes.
Go back to
I'm
Baylor.
number one.
Now we're looking at your touchdown pass. How about that?
Yeah, no, I needed to put a little more zip on it. I think I lobbed it in there a little too much to Jaren that freshman year, and I don't think I've completed one since.
This is your senior year. This is an important year for you. How do you not feel like you're just getting ripped off a little bit by breaking in a freshman quarterback, a true freshman your last year?
No, I don't feel like that at all. I feel like every year I've had a new quarterback like we've been talking about, and to be able to, work with new guys and to build that chemistry, it's only making me a better football player, learning how to best gain that relationship on and off the field. And, I know it's much more than football, and being able to become close friends with Bear and Tiger and the new transfers that have come in has been just such a great blessing in my life. And then on the field, that takes care of itself once you just keep playing together and keep working and grinding. And I think that's been our focus, this past couple months, as we've known the starting quarterback, right? And it'll only get better from there as you've seen our passing game improve.
This sounds a lot like your mission. You keep getting new companions.
Exactly.
You like them, and they move on, you get another one. Is that where you learn this ability to just go from one scenario to the next and make the best out of it?
I think that's a perfect, correlation, the mission to football, and being able to just work with what you got, and, to know that you got to trust in the process. Whether it's a new guy, whether it's a whole new system, whether you're switching to defense, whatever it is, you just go out and play. And I love the game so much, and I love the way that a mission works, and growing yourself and being able to become like your Savior Jesus Christ. That's what it's all about. So being put in situations that might be difficult, but in the end are going to help you grow the most.
All right, well, let's stick with that. That makes you the senior trainer, and you got a greenie, a new guy, and a quarterback. You're in this huddle. What kind of things can you do to calm him down, to bring him along? Much of that will be needed tonight.
I think telling him that he's doing a great job, and he is. Like, I think you get a lot of pressure as a young quarterback, and you think things need to be perfect, right? When in reality, like, no, go out. Like, we're trusting you because you're the man, right? You're the man on the team to lead us and to throw and to run, whatever you need to do. Like, trust in yourself, trust in your instincts, go play loose, have fun. And And I think in situations that we've had in the past, just going up, putting your arm around him and saying, "You're doing great, man. Like, let's go. We got 3 more quarters." You know, if it's a slow start, whatever it is. So he's the man. I'm excited for what he's going to do tonight.
You're living through his progression.
Yeah.
So how have you seen him go from Portland State, Stanford, to ECU when he threw the ball and looked a lot more comfortable?
I think the biggest thing is his confidence level, you know, knowing that he can sling it and throw it at this level. Being able to read the defenses as we've been in the film room too, and understanding more of the defense and how we're connecting and when I'm going to come out of my break and where I'm going to be, where I'm going to sit. It just comes with time, right?
With all that going on, you got the best kicker in the country, and you got the #1 defense in the country. How about that group?
Yeah, no, it's makes our life so much easier. It's been amazing to watch. It's almost like I'm, you know, need to like pay for my ticket to watch, you know, the defense. And it's been pretty amazing to be up close and watching what they do and all the hard work too in the off season. I mean, you go against them in fall camp, right? And you understand, and it comes easy when you go to games and you're facing other defenses, because you know that that defense you faced all fall camp is probably the best that you're going to face all year.
You're back in the top 25. How big is this game tonight?
Yeah, it's big. I think just making a statement again, and I think that's the BYU way, is we got to make a statement every game, and that's what we're going to do tonight. You know, keep putting points on the board. Our defense is going to do their thing. Will's going to hopefully hit his, you know, 58-yard field goal. We just have a really solid team in all 3 phases of the game, and I think showing that and showing the discipline that we have, the culture that we have, you know, doing that again tonight, and then forward for the rest of the season.